FOG Andrew here, and the coach here, and Ryan here from Family Gamers. Welcome, more gamers, to an exciting, awesome video. So, some news, some interesting stuff going on. Ryan, what's happening?
Well, Adepticon's moving. And a lot of you guys already know that. But I think for us, over the past, I would say just like week, man, I think it's really settled in that we're in a new city. So, you know, from my experience, I've been to Chicago twice. It was great. But, and I think you guys would agree, last Adepticon, which was awesome, by the way. It was awesome. It was packed, though.
Yeah.
I feel like we were rubbing shoulders with people. It was really, I think it was probably, we were talking about the biggest Adepticon yet as far as like fun terms, but it was probably the biggest Adepticon yet, you know, by population. So
Yeah.
I guess they decided to relocate, and we're in a new city. So we're an hour and a half north in Milwaukee, at the Baird Center or the Bard Center, and we've seen pictures of it. It looks great, and we're super excited. But honestly, with it comes like a lot of change. Hopefully, new vendors.
Yeah.
Always on the side, a new city to explore. If you guys watch our Adepticon videos, we did a lot of like on the side, like food hunting, whether it was Raising Cane's or we went to a local like barbecue joint, which is great.
So now this place is a lot bigger. Is that the deal? That's a lot bigger.
I think it's newer too.
But also too, the whole point of moving was not only convention site was bigger because they had some events in another hotel.
Right.
It was the hotel thing, and like Adepticon dates are released, and then it's the hotel blocks are there, and then you get on, and they're gone in like 5 minutes.
Right.
And whoever, there's a million people, so they said they wanted to go to another place with bigger, more hotels or whatever, and
Well, 2 hotels wasn't enough for the last Adepticon. When we were going, they had people parking across the street and lots far away. It was just
we missed the tournament because we couldn't find parking.
we couldn't find parking. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's what it was. We were early, and it took us 45 minutes to find parking, and then we had to walk like almost 2-3 miles just to get to the convention center. We ended up missing one of the tournaments we were in.
Now, we're booked up, so we're good, but we can't stress enough, if you are interested in booking, get on booking.
Yeah.
That would be our big advice here.
Well, we were looking all around, and I think we're in the same boat. A lot of stuff was, we were looking at hotels, and everything was booked.
Yeah, I think we got like the last spot at our hotel.
Yeah, the hotel we're staying at, we got the last room.
Now, I think the folks who are running Adepticon are working on getting people more options. I think that's what they put out, which is always a positive, so I'd be on that. But I don't think this is going to be an Adepticon where you can just wait around and make a last-minute decision. If you want to go, we'd say book now, book early, and go through with it.
100%.
Especially just for one, the new experience, the new city. 2, it's just like make it easier on yourself. Like we decided, I think the day after we walked out of Schaumburg, that it was like, all right, why don't we book it next year, basically. So.
Yeah. I mean, this year, 2024 Adepticon was my favorite year.
Yeah.
Your favorite year, probably.
Yeah, out of 2, but
Out
it
of
was
2,
it was great. Yeah.
It was even Fabian said it was his favorite Adepticon. And it was a good trip. The 4 of us, with Fabian, and 3 of us with Fabian, and then all just hanging out. Those vlogs that we did were awesome, and it's going to be the same deal next year for Adepticon 2025, hopefully. So, but yeah, like you said, book now. If you want to go and book it, because it's
And here's like just the one shock that you're going to have from it. We're not in the suburbs anymore, folks. We are in what is like downtown Milwaukee, or very close to it. So we're really in the thick of it.
Yeah, we're not in the outskirts. We're in the city proper.
This isn't Schaumburg.
Yeah, so you got to think like you're staying in a city, you're going to be paying city prices compared to, where I feel like we were able to do some nice, like, not like that any place we stayed was bad, but we were able to budget war game trip and have more money to spend on games. But, I can't stress enough that you're in the city, you're really in the thick of it.
The hotel's a little bit more than what we used to paying.
Right.
Yeah.
I think worth it.
It's worth it, but I'm just saying it's a lot more than what we were used to.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Yeah, and just like I would say, like just from an advice standpoint, if you're planning on staying outside the city, about as far as renting a car, I would look into one, if you're staying near the airport, like see if they have any shuttles. Like they might have shuttles to the center just because of how big of a hub it is. And if you're renting a car, I would say I don't know. I think we're up in the air with it right now, but I would definitely go in advance and look to see what the parking situation looks like.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
So you got to think, we were in the suburbs, a lot more open space, and you were driving, Coach. Like, there were cars, on top of rocks, on top of mountains.
It's where it's like you were parking where it wasn't supposed to be parking. It was people were on the grassy knoll, and it was just horrible. We actually parked in another hotel's parking lot that we stayed at, I don't know, about 7 years ago, and we parked there. There was plenty of parking, but we had to walk about 2 miles. It was it was just too much.
Yeah.
I understand. I understand that they didn't have enough, but there was no contingency plan. So I think that's why they had to move it.
Right.
I mean, but you think it's a convention center. I mean, like here in New York, you go to Javits Center. The thing is huge, huge. I remember I went one time. There was the auto show and the boat show and a bunch of other stuff all at the same time, and then there was plenty of room. There was some kind of business convention. So I don't know. That's just New York City, but
Yeah, I think their whole thing was they wanted to keep it central because they wanted a central location. But like, I think when we first heard about Milwaukee, you were immediately like, why don't they just do it at the Javits Center?
yeah.
However, at the same time, I'm excited. It's nice
Yeah.
to be in a new city too.
I mean, for us, would have been a train ride, but I'd rather go to another city. I've never been to Milwaukee.
Yeah. Plus, I feel like we were getting the deep dish. We were hitting the deep dish in Chicago, and now we're hitting like beer and pretzels, which is just like
Beer, pretzels, and cheese.
beer, pretzels, and cheese.
Yeah. Listen,
I mean,
It's gonna
listen.
be
it's gonna be a
Does
good
our,
con.
does our hotel room have 2 bathrooms? Just in
Well,
case.
there's maybe 2 bathrooms, and the downstairs bathroom and the handicap bathroom. We might need them all. We got the roll-in shower for Fabian, so we might be crawling in.
But this one, this we have a really nice accommodation. So we are like we're paying a little bit more, but we're staying in a palace this time. This year we stayed in a closet.
It was
Yeah.
it was probably like just short of ideal. But we had the car, which made it fine. We didn't really spend a lot of time in the room, which was good. But I think what's nice about this is it gives us, because like when you're at a last Adepticon, you're in Chicago, but you're not really in Chicago. You really are in the burbs. There's
Yeah.
nothing of the city unless you're flying out of the airport. That's when you get to see the city proper. This is the city proper, and that's what you get to expect. So, I mean, you're there for the convention, but like, I can't lie. I'm excited to also see Milwaukee, and it's supposed to be a nice city. So, we're gonna check out the Pabst Blue Ribbon Factory.
Yes, that's on the
High
list.
on the bucket list. So,
Yeah, it should be good. We're gonna do our thing again. Andrew will be getting you the coverage as the day goes by, and
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so we're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
But if you're going, let us know. If you're going to be there, let us know. And if you want to just hang out or whatever, let us know. Also, we have some goodies to give out. We gave out a bunch of goodies this year, so we'll have some Family Gamers swag.
I'm
to give away.
already planning and thinking of stuff and making stuff. So if you're going to Adepticon next year, definitely,
Right.
say hi, and we might give you something.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, no, let us know if you're going. We're all happy to connect, and
Yep.
yeah, if you're excited about Milwaukee, let us know in the comment section below.
Yeah. Now there are videos on the screen that you can check out that we posted on the channel. Check those videos out, and check out our link tree in the description. It's got our links to our social media, Patreon, Discord, podcast. All that stuff is linked in the description. And we want to thank our Patreon supporters, YouTube channel members, all those guys for helping support the channels over the last few years. But yeah, guys, that's it. We'll see you in the next one.